Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'm here to give you guys my review on the KR Sabers Flagship Lightsaber. Now, just so there's no confusion, I don't believe the design of this hilt is based off any particular characters, at least none that I can think of. I think this is just a unique design by KR Sabers, which I'll put a link to their site in the description down below. And also, too, do note that you're not going to find an install option like I have here because they only sell the hilts as empties for a do-it-yourself type project. They do have two different main hilt options. They have aluminum, which is a much more of a lighter material, and they have a heavier saber, which is what this one is, and this one is actually made of brass. There's another variation of brass, which I think is more of a colorized hilt, but those are your options. Like I said, you could find that in the description down below if you want to see more on this. Now, I do want to give a big shout out because, well, the person that I got this from asked if he could be mentioned, and this is done by Holden. He's the one who did the complete install for this thing, and it's pretty much decked out. In fact, let me go ahead and read you guys the specs before I give you guys a closer look, and of course before we fire this up. I do want to let you guys know that when I turn this on, I'm actually going to be doing my demo inside due to the fact that the air quality at the moment outside is just not that good, and I prefer to kind of not to be out there at the moment. So as far as the specs go, this is using the Profi 2.2 on the latest firmware, which as of this video is 4.7. We do have the 18650 removable battery, which, as you guys know, I do like removable battery options for custom sabers for many reasons. There's all kinds of benefits for those. We also have a 28mm speaker, so this can get quite loud if you want to crank it up. We also have the Shock Custom Work Short Pin NeoPixel connector with the onboard LED. So basically it's set up for NeoPixel, and even if there's no blade in it, you'll still get some form of lighting, which is actually interesting because there's actually these windows, which hopefully you guys will see in just a moment. We also have the graphic style brass pin blade plug, a Goth 3D Echo chassis for TSA, custom brass activation button, a hidden aux button over here. We also have a solid brass cover tech and a genuine hand stitch sewed grip, so sewed leather here on the bottom. But let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look of the hilt itself. So there's a overview up front, and as we get a little bit closer here on the camera, we can see that kind of used brass look here. And for the acid etching, I've seen where a lot of people would take these plates and they'll get this done in the acid etching and get some type of design on it. And the other interesting thing too is that the actual hilt, if you were to remove these, there's actually some windows on the corner, which kind of gives you a little bit of a glow effect when the saber is turned on. There is the custom activation switch right there, as you can see. As far as the hidden button goes, it is located right there. Here is the suede leather grip here, stitched in with the brass cover tech wheel, and we also have our pommel with vents for the speaker, and it pretty much comes apart right here on the center. But we will turn this on in just a moment because down here I have my little scale here, and this thing does have a bit of weight, and my prediction, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. We're going to find out actually right now. I waited for this moment. I've been kind of curious. I feel like this is heavier than my Savi's Workshop lightsaber. I think it feels like it, but we're going to find out right now to see if that is true. So right now the scale is down to 0. I'm going to go ahead and put the Savi's Workshop lightsaber hilt on the scale, which currently comes in at 1 pound 14.5 ounces. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this, and now put the KR Sabers Flagship fully installed. And, okay, well, I was pretty close. It was almost. This one comes in at 1 pound 12.5 ounces. So just a couple ounces a bit short for meeting the demand, but it just shows that the weight of this is basically the amount a Savi's Workshop lightsaber comes out to be. So let's go ahead and move this off to the side here because I'm going to need some room to swing a blade. And let's go ahead and remove the bottom portion here. Let me go ahead and show you guys the install here. A nice clean install. If you guys are curious, yes, you could still get access to the SD card. You just gotta use a little bit of tweezers There is the speaker, and then we flip it on over here. We do have our kill switch here with the removable battery, which we're going to go ahead and switch this over to the red side, which will indicate on, like so.
You are the one who deserves to be the Dark Lord.
So what I have done, if you are kind of curious what saber fonts I will be using in today's video, is that the saber fonts in this video is actually all by KR. This is from his Knights of the Old Republic package that he has going on. He keeps releasing new fonts every single weekend, which is pretty neat. I don't know how many fonts there are going to be total. I think there's like 6 or 7 on here, which I'm going to go ahead and demo in today's video. But I just want to let you guys know if you're curious what I'm playing. Again, everything in today's demo is by KR. I'll put a link to his website down below, or the package deal if you guys also want to see that one. So what we need to do is go ahead and remove the blade plug here. It's not a NeoPixel blade plug, it's just a basic blade plug, which is fine because again, you have those LEDs, so you do get your lights. Actually, I'll just kind of show it right now. As you can see, you do get your lights showing. And let's see. I don't know how well. You can kind of see the glowing effect from the window. So that's basically what I was referring to. Alright, so let's go ahead and... What are you chewing? Is that my shirt? Or is that my sock? I got Flower over here. She's chewing on something. I hope it's nothing important. Okay, I think it's a sock. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring the shorter blade so it'll be easier to swing around. Now, I didn't do anything crazy as far as any blade styles for this thing. This is much more of a simple, just kind of whatever effects were there, because I took the original fonts that were on here and all I did was just rename the files. That's all I did. I didn't do anything special. I just thought I'd kind of keep it a little bit simple in today's video. And some of you like the simplicity more than all the crazy stuff, so that's kind of catering to you a little bit. So let's go ahead and turn this light off. And I guess we'll go ahead and turn off this one too. I think that should be good enough, nice and dark. So we're going to go ahead and just cycle through the fonts here, kind of demo the Knights of the Old Republic package by KR once again. So the first one here, actually I'm not going to be able to remember each and every one of these, but they'll say their names. But this one here is the Butcher, I believe was the name of it. Some of these also for the Force will be replaced with quotes. Let's see.
In the end, you belong to neither the light nor the darkness. You will forever stand alone.
So that's the first one there. Let's see. There we go. I just had to remember how this was all set up. So again, I got like 7 sabers here, so each one is a bit configured a little bit different from one another. Deactivate.
My apprentice, Darth Bandon.
Darth Bandon. This one doesn't have any quotes, just so you guys know. We do have Force Choke in there. Notice how that travels? It's always nice. And I really like how this one sounds. It's got a nice sound to it. Next up.
I came to warn you, Jedi.
And also too for the blade colors. Again, I didn't change anything. I just thought we'll kind of cycle through to see what's there. This one kind of has like a motor sound to it, doesn't it? I just hit myself in the head.
You seek to erode my will. You will not succeed. Do not force me to destroy you. Do not force me to destroy you.
Let's see.
You seek to erode my will. You will not succeed.
I actually liked how that one turned out. Let's do it again. Yeah, so it went off that way. Next up.
My name's Beodor. The lightsaber isn't always a weapon of the Jedi, General. You don't need me to tell you that. The lightsaber isn't always a weapon of the Jedi, General. You don't need me to tell you that.
So let me know what you guys think of the fonts so far. Next up.
I am Juhani.
Oh, you heard the name there. Now, by the way, I didn't add any of the music stuff on here. Just I thought we kind of keep it a little bit more simplistic in today's video. Let's see.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness. You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Next up.
I am Bastila Shan.
Again, all these sound really good. It's kind of hard to choose a favorite, to be quite honest.
Maybe you've heard of a little thing called the Force? I'll never fall to the dark side. I'll never fall to the dark side.
Next up.
I'm Jolie. Jolie Bindo.
It makes it so much easier when they say the names because I don't have to try to pronounce it. And if you guys are kind of curious too, how does it feel on the hand with the initial weight? Like I said, you can feel the weight there. I just don't know how this would be as a double-bladed saber with that much weight added to it. But again, it does feel very nice. I mean, it doesn't feel top heavy or anything like that, just a nice and comfort. And again, you could probably make out that window on the inside. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait. I think I had close.
Your destiny, after all, is rather unclear. I'm a Jedi. I'll never bow down to the Sith. You know what I hate? Well, lots of things, really, but I'm old and easily annoyed, but that's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi.
Yeah, true. Alright, next up.
Darth Malak.
Oh, Darth Malak. That's got a I can't wait to play with the Prion. Let's just do that again. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good Prion for that. I was thinking the glitch, because maybe it might like glitch like crazy before it ignites or something. I still need to kind of play with the settings. It's always fun to kind of, you know, with the things that you can do with the Profi board and kind of mess with these settings. It's always fun to see what works out and what doesn't. It's kind of a pain to kind of go back and forth type thing, but eventually I'll find something.
As the darkness takes me, I am nothing. You cannot beat me, Revan. Not here on the Starforge. You cannot beat me, Revan. Not here on the Starforge.
So this one's not as super loud as some of the others, but still got a nice hum to it. And then we're back to square one once again. And I believe all these were with the same setting, so that way, you know, if I wanted to, I can just go ahead and kind of swap to whatever color I want. It doesn't have to be purple or red. I mean, if I wanted to, it could be a teal, green, yellowish, goldish yellow, orange, maybe even pink. Maybe it looks more purple. It's like a pinkish purple on camera. There we go. And deactivate. So there you guys have it. So let's go ahead and turn on. Alright, so now that I had a moment to catch my breath, what do I think of the KR Sabers Flagship? Overall, the Hilt is excellent. Like I said, as far as install goes, that's going to depend on whether or not you're doing your own install or if you send it off to someone to get an install done. But the Hilt in general is great. Like I said, if you're ever considering getting something a little bit maybe fancier, maybe you have an anniversary in mind and you want to get a lightsaber hilt etched in, you just got to kind of find someone within the saber community who does those acid etchings. But like I said, with the KR Sabers Flagship, it's a great blank canvas and you can get all kinds of creative designs done to it. If you ever go on Google, search up KR Saber flagships and look for anyone that has one that's been done up, acid etched. Like I said, there's all kinds of different unique designs out there. I think one of my recent ones, I'm not sure if it was from this year or last year, it was one I saw on Reddit where someone had one that was inspired by Lord of the Rings Return of the King. I had the gun door and stuff like that on there with a really nice weathered, not weathered, I love the wrapped hilt to it. It looked really good, but like I said, there's all kinds of creativeness that you can do with a hilt like this, or you can just kind of keep it simple like this one. Again, the only thing that's really done to it is just weathering, leather wrapping, and then all the internals. That's pretty much about it, and it still looks very good. But like I said, let me know what you guys think about this in the video description, or not video description, but the comment section down below. And next Friday, I'll be reviewing the Kanan Jarrus lightsaber. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next video upload.